Hello, my name is Rani King. I'm the CEO of Through Unity, and I want to tell you a little bit of why we have Through Unity. The charity was set up by the fathers, two fathers, co-founders, Richard Taylor, father of Damilola, and Ian, the father of Robert. We all know who Damilola was. Robert was an unsung hero, 16 years old. He protected a younger boy, 14, and took the knife that was meant for the younger boy. He staggered in, was killed, and died on the steps of the town hall in Hackney in front of the Learning Trust. And if you go to Hackney, go there and sit on his bench, which is dedicated in his memory, and remember that young boy. We've got about 25 families now, all who have suffered violence, death, either brothers, sisters, children, or the fathers of children. So we have widows as well as parents. And all we say is we want one voice. We have to get the weapons off the streets. The destruction that is being done is from a very small quarter of young people. The majority of young people have a future, do want to add to society, but somehow they're being tainted and being tarred by a terrible brush, and they don't get the chance to enjoy life as perhaps people of my generation had. We need to bring things into the community. We need the community to join us, and we want to bring hope into those. So it's about going into the schools and telling the young people, using the testimony of these families on the effects of carrying a knife or gun or gang, joining a gang, or even using your hands or your fists to kill and maim. We need them to understand that there are penalties, and those penalties will be enforced. We also work on campaigns on trying to get shopkeepers, whether large retailers or small retailers, to not sell knives to young people, but also to stop them stealing them, because that actually is the problem. We have to keep the knives safe. It's a funny old society where you can put a bottle of alcohol or packet of cigarettes behind the counter because they can damage your health. A knife that can kill, which is also not to be sold to an under 18, can be on a shelf anywhere for somebody to buy it or steal it. And that can't be right in our society. So we campaign to get those knives somewhere where it'll be safe. We ask parents, if you've got teenage kids or even younger, when they go out, go and check your knife drawer. How many knives have you got lying around that you don't even need? Get rid of them. Put them away and make sure that your child is safe. A lot of these kids are being demonized for no reason. And what we do say as well is a lot of these children are bringing each other up. How many times do you sit down with your children? How many times do you tell your children that they're going to make something of themselves? How many times do you watch what friends they've got? And how many times do you let them out on the streets at night when they should be home? You have got to be the parents. Our parents have suffered. They were good parents. They were bringing their children up properly. The children were achieving. They were going to university. They were going to college. They were school children. They were as young as 13, and anti-knife campaigners who were taken from them. You have a responsibility. And what I also want to do is to ask you, as companies, if anybody there is a parent but also in charge of anything like corporate social responsibilities, come and help us. Give us jobs, give us training, give us access to your people, give us mentoring. We're not going to do anything to change society unless every one of us stands up. So thank you for listening. Please see what Through Unity is doing. Support us and support the families. Thank you for listening.